welcome to today's episode of The Daily Blend. I am your host, AC, and we are joined in studio today by Chris Bowling and Allan Boettger, and they are here to talk about William Shakespeare's Land of the Dead. Chris, you are the co-director.
That's correct.
And Allan, you are one of the actors.
Right.
All right, so you guys are going to give me the skinny on William Shakespeare's Land of the Dead.
Okay, so this play, it's not a Shakespeare play, but it's about Shakespeare, so it's set in his time. The premise is it's the first performance of Henry V, and Shakespeare and all of his fellow actors and so forth are hanging out backstage, and people are starting to say, there's strange things happening out on the streets, and pretty soon it's a full-blown zombie attack. And they are besieged in the Globe Theater by zombies, and they are later joined by some historical figures, Francis Bacon and Queen Elizabeth, who also take shelter in the Globe Theater.
Well, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting. And what's your part?
I play Will Kemp, and I'm kind of, the opposite of William Shakespeare. So I am kind of an actor that was formerly of his company, and we sort of didn't get along because my character, Will, didn't always do what he was supposed to do. He often would dance a jig instead of do his lines or make up lines on his own. So it's kind of fun because they're based on, a lot of the characters are based on actual historical figures. So that's
You're the nemesis.
A little bit, yeah. More of a jester than a nemesis.
Well, got to have some comic relief, right?
Right.
Yeah, got to have some comic relief. And so directing, you're a director, one of two.
Yeah, one of two directors.
Okay.
Yeah, my co-director is Mark Baumgartner. We started talking about this last summer. I read the play and I love Shakespeare, and I know Mark is a huge horror fan. So I was like, oh, this would be perfect. And we've worked together on a lot of projects in the past, so it seemed like a really good fit for us to work together on. And I approached him about it, and he said, yeah, that sounded great. We read it, and we've spent the last year getting really excited and building up to this point.
How large is the cast?
So we will have, there are 20 people altogether involved in the show, including all of our masses of zombies.
Yeah, zombie masses. Mm-hmm. I'll bet it's fun, though, getting to play a zombie.
I think so. Everybody seems very enthusiastic. All the actors, this cast, it's just been amazing. Everybody is so enthusiastic. They show up to rehearsal early. They ask lots of questions. They want to show you. They want to know, okay, am I doing it right if I shamble this way or this way? They're a great group.
Yeah, I could imagine practicing the zombie walk or the shamble you called it.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I wanted to make sure I said it in the right way. And okay, so tell us a little bit about when we can see this, where we can see it.
Okay, so this is going to be running at Maplewood Barn Community Theater, which is out in Nifong Park. It opens on August 28th and runs through September 7th.
Okay.
So 2 weekends, Thursday through Sunday at 8 p.m.
Okay. Hopefully we keep this great weather.
Yes.
It would be great.
It would be nice to have, because I know the show before us, their first weekend was very, very hot. And so we're hoping that we have nice, pleasant temperatures.
Yeah. If we could keep this fall-like weather, going into it. I imagine it helps your turnout too, if the weather stays really pleasant.
Usually,
it's 98.
Although I think, again, with the previous show, they had some pretty huge groups their first weekend. I think people will come out and endure it. It's an interesting thing about the audiences at Maplewood. They will come out in any kind of weather.
Diehards.
Because we've got, at the beginning of the season, it can be pretty cold, and then midsummer, it can be pretty roasting, but people come out regardless.
Well, they're diehard fans, and look, you only have so much time to see it, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
right. You only have so much time. You got 2 weekends, so either see it or you miss it.
Right.
And to the experience of Maplewood Barn. For people who don't know, that experience, getting to see a play outside.
Yeah, so, I love it because there's no assigned seating. You bring your own lawn chairs or blankets. You can bring a snack with you, maybe a beverage of your choice with you. So it's kind of an event when you go and see a show at the barn. Yeah,
it is. And I think that's probably it's got to be part of the appeal. Right. I feel like it's a great, night out with friends. It's a great date night. It's a great night outside. And how often do you get to be outside and see a great play with some great local actors. You get to see some people you know on stage. Like, it's a fun time to be outside. So I think that's great. So you tell me, what's your favorite part about getting to be on stage at a place like Maplewood Barn?
Oh, wow. Well, it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's just fun to meet new people. I've recently moved to Columbia, so I've been here since August, and I've already been to 2 shows at the barn, so it's been a lot of fun. And I just really enjoy, in acting in general, just getting to be someone else for a while and exploring that and exploring the connections you can make with other actors. It's just a blast. And then the bonus would be the laughter and the response that you get from the audience as well.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I would say you're probably one of the first guests that we've had from Maplewood that isn't like a long time, been on the Columbia acting scene for a really long time. So it's cool to get to hear your perspective as somebody who's new here that jumped right in.
Yeah, I met Mark recently and learned more about the theater opportunities in Columbia. So this was my first audition, and fortunate enough to be cast in this role. So it's been a lot of fun so far.
That's awesome. Okay, so before we get out of here, tell us again where people can get tickets. I'm sure tickets are already on sale.
Yeah, it's you can get tickets online at maplewoodbarntheater.com or just search for Maplewood Barn Theater. And it runs August 28th through September 7th, Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Sunday, Thursday through Sunday, 8 p.m. And bring your blankets, bring your chairs. Come out and see us.
All right, bring your snacks, bring your friends, bring all that. All right, so we should be going out to check out William Shakespeare's Land of the Dead with Maplewood Barn Theater.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome to your Be Well moment by Burrell Behavioral Health. Practicing gratitude is a way to simultaneously recognize the hard things we are navigating while also putting attention to the things we appreciate. Let's practice a little gratitude together. Think of 3 things today that you are grateful for. This could be kind words from a coworker, a snuggle from a pet, or a smooth commute. We know that life is messy and beautiful at the same time. Gratitude helps us hold space for it all.